In a bustling city filled with towering buildings, Cleo, a curious 7-year-old girl, transformed her tiny apartment balcony into a dazzling mini lab. Shelves lined with colorful pots, each holding a plant that drooped sadly. "What's wrong with you?" she wondered aloud, her brow furrowed as she examined a particularly sad-looking fern. Determined to find a solution, Cleo decided it was time to don her scientist coat and dive into the world of chemistry. Cleo sat cross-legged with books sprawled around her, flipping eagerly through pages filled with bright images of healthy plants and bubbling potions. "It must be something they're missing," she mused. Her eyes lit up as she read about pH levels and nutrients essential for plant health. With a decisive nod, she set out to experiment with household items that could help her ailing green friends. With a basket in hand, Cleo scampered around her home collecting ingredients. Vinegar, baking soda, lemon juice, and "oh, some sugar too," she exclaimed, her basket brimming with potential solutions. Each item held the promise of reviving her plants. Back at her balcony lab, she lined up her treasures, ready to mix and match them to find the perfect plant-saving concoction. Mrs. Gupta, Cleo's elderly neighbor and an avid gardener herself, peeked over the balcony. "What are you up to, young scientist?" she asked with a smile. Cleo explained her mission, and Mrs. Gupta offered her wisdom about the effects of each ingredient. Together, they tested the pH of each mixture using litmus paper, adjusting amounts and jotting down notes. "Science is all about trial and error," Mrs. Gupta encouraged. After carefully administering her crafted potions to the plants, Cleo waited anxiously. Days passed, and some plants showed signs of revival, their leaves perking up a bit. However, not all was perfect. "Some are still wilting," Cleo observed sadly. Determined to get it right, she decided to adjust her mixtures, inspired by the slight improvement. "Back to the lab," she declared, her spirits renewed. Armed with new data, Cleo spent hours measuring and remixing. "More lemon juice here, less vinegar there," she muttered. Focused and meticulous, she even started a chart, tracking which plants responded best to each potion. Her balcony transformed into a bustling science experiment, with Cleo at the heart of it, her face lit by the excitement of discovery and the hope of saving her botanical friends. Word of Cleo's experiments spread, and soon other kids from the building joined her. Each brought their own little cup of water or an interesting spice from home to test. "What if we try this?" they chimed, eager to participate. Cleo, now the leader of a mini-scientist gang, taught her new friends about pH levels and nutrients, turning her mission into a fun, collaborative learning experience. One sunny morning, Cleo's balcony burst into a scene of lush greenery. Her experiments paid off. Every plant stood tall and vibrant. Cheers erupted among the children as they danced around their revived green friends. "We did it!" Cleo exclaimed, a wide grin spreading across her face. She felt proud and grateful, not just for the thriving plants, but for the new friendships and the joy of sharing her passion for science. The success of the potion called for a celebration. Neighbors gathered on Cleo's balcony, now a mini jungle of happiness and health. Mrs. Gupta brought homemade cookies, while other neighbors complimented Cleo's perseverance and creativity. "To our little chemist," they toasted, sipping lemonade among the flourishing plants. It was a perfect day of community and achievement, all sparked by one little girl's curiosity and determination. As the sun set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Cleo stood up, clearing her throat. "Thank you, everyone, for your help and for believing in me," she began, her voice strong and clear. Smiles and applause filled the air as she continued. "We learned a lot and saved our plants." As the clapping died down, she added, "Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures."